Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. This evening, William Ruto has delivered a shock of the century to the motor vehicle industry. Charges have been increased with as much as 4,000%. Something that was 500 Kenya shillings is now 20,000 Kenya shillings. William Ruto is not yet done with Kenyans. In this video, I want us to have a look at some of the new rates because there are several. I want us to have a look at just some of the new rates as proposed by NTSA. Mapendekezo ya ada mpya za NTSA. Kubadilisha rangi 500 to 20,000. If you want to change the color of your car, it's currently 500 Kenya shillings. With the proposed new rate, it will cost you 20,000 Kenyan shillings. That's 3,900%. That's William Ruto for you. Leseni ya wauzaji wapya wa magari. If you are a car seller, the current rate is 9,600. The new charges is 100,000. So it has moved from 9,600 to 100,000. That's 942%. Yes. Kubadilisha umiliki wa gari zaidi ya 1000cc. Kubadilisha umiliki wa gari zaidi ya 1000cc. To change ownership. If you have a car over 1000cc, to change ownership, the current price, or the current charge is 1,616. The new charge, 10,000. That's 502%. Ubadilishaji wa leseni ya kigeni. To convert your foreign license, 1,000 to 10,000. That's 900%. These are the new rates being charged by these are new rates that have been initiated by our brother William. Let's continue. Replacing a lost or damaged logbook from 2,500 to 10,000. If you lose or damage your logbook, currently it's 2,500. The new proposed charge, 10,000. Replacing a damaged or lost driver's license, 500 to 1,000 to 1,000. Transfer of ownership of motor vehicles with engine capacity not exceeding 1,000cc will now cost shillings 10,000, up from 1,660. If you have a vehicle below 1,000cc, and the target here is now these Uber cars, these small ones. If you want to change ownership, the new rate is 10,000. Initially, it was only 1,660. License for digital taxi operators from 100,000 to 200,000. Yes, I think those are just some of the rates. So these new charges have gone up with as much as 4,000%. 4,000%. That's NTSA. Anybody who has dealt with NTSA or who has been to NTSA offices, we all know the kind of corruption in those offices. So with these new rates, you'll have to part with money for corruption on top of these new rates. So you're just seeing clearly that life is going to be very difficult for Kenyans in this country. William Ruto has just decided to finish Kenyans completely. Kabisa? Yes. He has decided to finish Kenyans completely. Everything has gone up. The other time, we were being told that replacing just this normal ID was over 1,000 Kenya shillings. So it appears William Ruto's aim is just to look for areas where he can tax Kenyans. I think that's the job William Ruto is doing. If he's not flying outside of the country, he might be somewhere just looking where to tax Kenyans. I don't know whether Kenyans will be patient enough with all this. The most annoying bit about it, we are seeing mega corruption in this government. In fact, just about 3 days ago, we saw Murkomen threatening to take Nandi Senator Cherargei to court. Cherargei had claimed that Murkomen was bribed 15 billion Kenya shillings with this China Wuyi company. We are seeing some individuals who just last year were broke, now swimming in wealth. It's rumored that Murkomen's wristwatch alone is worth millions of Kenyan shillings. People who were broke just a year ago are now filthy rich in this government, courtesy to the fact that they were appointed top government officials. Kenyans are suffering. We are seeing William Ruto still desperate to create more positions, 50 CASs. Those positions are what is now leading to this, because money is needed to pay those CASs, the 50 of them. And the only way the government will get money to pay them is through increasing these charges. A charge is being increased with over 4,000%. I think Kenyans have had enough, to be honest. William Ruto is a disaster to Kenyans. And it's high time Kenyans should now say enough is enough. And I've always maintained here that the only language an insensitive government like this one understands is mass action. And mass action is provided for in our constitution. It's a right the constitution gives Kenyans. This government is just too insensitive to continue. I think this government has pushed Kenyans to the wall, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the new rates as being proposed by NTSA. If you go to their offices, the kind of corruption in those offices can just explain to you why they're now adding these new charges. Money is disappearing through corruption. NTSA is saying they don't have money, that they have a deficit. How will they have money if their offices are centers for corruption? How will they have money? So Kenyans will be forced to pay these high charges on top of the corrupt money to be given to those NTSA officials. I think this is too much for Kenyans to bear. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.